For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
Okay, and you are back to the Smoky Room once again because you had so much fun here last time. Scusate. And I know you're watching this and you're probably thinking and saying to yourself, "Hey Joe, just what the hell are you wearing?" Well, let me tell you. This is a dashiki. I've always worn a dashiki. Dashiki. The girl is very sneaky. It's African clothing. Obviously very colorful and very comfortable. Very free and easy, you know what I mean? I wear them now because I play in a band and I play outside, and that is usually in the summertime in New Jersey. And if anyone has experienced summertime in New Jersey, they just can't wait to come back, huh? It's hot and huggy, or hot and muggy. So this makes it easy since I'm a drummer. It moves with you, and it's just, one of those things. Just one of those crazy things. So, the Smoky Room. I have just finished a box of these, 20. This is the JR alternative of the St. Louis Ray. If anybody has ever tried the St. Louis Ray, you know it's an extremely good cigar and kind of on the pricey side. I got 20 of these for, I think with postage, $52 or something like that. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't know. They were great. Every single one of them. And all the way through, even when I'm getting down to where I'm starting to burn my lip, this cigar seems to taste better as you go on. I love it. I really, really love it. Every single one of them was a very good smoke. It's very it's a mild cigar, and but a flavorful cigar, and it's I don't know how to explain it. It's a little creamy. Just a very enjoyable cigar. So JR Cigars, I'm going to be buying another box of these. I get no money. They don't even know I'm talking about them. I get no money at all, or I don't get any money anyway. Nobody likes me. So, but yeah, check them out. And they have, I don't know how many different alternatives, but I was smoking the Excalibur 2 for a number of years, and I didn't notice they had this one. Maybe it's new. I enjoy this better. I enjoy this more than the Excalibur, actually. The Excalibur tended to, it was kind of hit or miss. The whole box of these, all 20 of them, was just as good as the other. So there you have it. That's part of what we do here in the Smoky Room. We just waste time, because I don't have a lot to do any longer. Thank the Lord for that. But the back pain comes along with it, so, it's give and take in that area. But it gives me time to do this for you. You remember when I first started this, I told you I was going to start connecting dots on what is taking place here today in our nation and around the world. I mean, you notice around the world that it's very similar circumstances. As a matter of fact, my homies back over there in Sicily are starting to, they've about had it with the influx of illegal immigrants coming into their country, and what's happening is I would say, dramatic surge in the idea of revisiting Mussolini's black shirt Italy. That doesn't sound like a very good idea. Just saying. But it gives you an idea of how pissed off people are getting. And normally when people get pissed off, they seem to lean right. And that's why you've had people like Adolf Hitler, people like Benito Mussolini, Idi Amin Dada. Ooh, what a character he was, huh? Anybody remember him? The guy was a freaking cannibal. Not even joking. The guy was a cannibal. But he took power. He didn't get elected, I think. And that's what happens, and we're seeing it happening right before our very eyes. One of the things I attribute this nonsense to is a generation that has been brought up in the public school system that were totally brainwashed. And we are seeing the effects of that. Now, you're asking yourself, gee, why are you saying that, Joe? Well, I'm going to tell you, Bob. I am going to tell you. But, and of course, I had the wrong page marked. I was going to read something. Yeah. This is perfect. Relevant to this, speaking about what we're seeing happening, like today, again, this morning, I watched a video of these nitwits decided to try and invade a suburb. Yeah, and oh, God, they, I think a few of them really got the crap kicked out of them. And there were people there with baseball bats, AR-15s. It wasn't going to go well for Antifa if they decided to push the situation. Relevant to this, Horace Mann, known as the father of American public education, as president of the Massachusetts Senate, signed the Education Bill of 1837, okay, establishing the first state board of education in the United States. In Horace Mann, a biography, Jonathan Mazzarelli, writes that Mann believed the nation needed a new enabling institution, especially public schools. What the church had been for medieval man, The public school must now, in man's time, become for the democratic and rational man. God would be replaced by the concept of public good. Sin and guilt by the more positive virtues of the Victorian morality and civil conformity, and and mankind would emancipate itself once and for all, not only from the relentless yawnings of a Puritan conscience, but through its own self-attained enlightenment. From the endemic evils of poverty, violence, disease, war. For the first time in the history of Western man, it seemed possible for an intellectual and moral elite to effect mass behavioral change. Okay? Via the public school system. And bring about a new golden age of enlightened ethics, humanism, and affluence. The entitled youth, the everyone got a trophy generation. Look, I'm not blaming them, I'm blaming us, because we let this shit happen. The kind of nonsense that's taken place with Antifa is just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. But the way mayors, support this nonsense is even more unbelievable. And you got to ask yourself why. What the hell is going on? What is going on? Why is, you say, Joe, we need an answer. Why is all this stuff happening? Oh, what the hell is this? What's this guy doing? It's the grand plan. Okay, we're going to touch on that. Also, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton played a big part in world history. He really did. He really got the whole thing going with the way we think. The government has to control the way you think. Through political correctness. Political correctness. Them telling you what to say, what to think, how to feel, how to react, who to like, who not to like. That's political correctness. Anybody hear of Pol Pot? Anybody remember the Pol Pot regime? That he made Hitler look like a Girl Scout, this guy. The Mountain of Skulls, they even made a movie about this. This was right after Vietnam, 1975-ish, 6 to 78 or 80, I think, until the North Vietnamese army just completely wiped them out. But this guy, invaded, took over Cambodia for the most part, and people that didn't go along with him, he put them in re-educational camps, okay, and taught them the politically correct way to think about the situation. Like, I'm going to tell you what to do for the rest of your life. Get used to it, pal. And beings that they were unarmed, they had no way to retaliate. You see. So a lot of your Democratic mayors, your Democratic governors, of course, are the guys that are staunchly anti-gun. Because they don't want you or me to be able to truly be free. To truly be free. And that's what the Second Amendment is all about. It's about us, okay, repelling tyranny if it should ever come our way. That's what our founding fathers wanted. They didn't really believe in a standing army. They felt the average American citizen was smart enough to defend his own property and to defend his way of life. The only way you could do that is with a weapon. Now, if a tyrant, a bully in the schoolyard, a perfect example. If a bully wants to bother somebody, is he going to go pick on the kid that he already seen fight somebody and won? Or is he going to go after the weakling and make fun of him every single day until the weakling decides to stand up and kick his ass? And then no more bully. That's done. That's gone. It'll never happen again. But you see, that whole way of thinking has changed. Okay, we got to be, here's what I really like. The way the school system was so frickin' adamant about how much they hated bullying. But if you had a son that was being bullied, they really didn't seem to give too much of a damn about that. It was all mouth service, you know what I mean? Because you had to take care of business yourself. I got personal experience with that. And the kid's father, as a matter of fact. I hope they're watching. They probably know who I'm talking about. I doubt if they are. I don't even think they know my name. Or I exist. And nor do I care. Why? Because I am having so much damn fun talking to you. So yeah, it's invaded our culture, our way of life, this whole new way of thinking, and very successful, very, very, very successful. I don't know if it was Joseph Goebbels or Adolf Hitler who says, "Give me your children and I'll give you the world." Hitler Youth. They were perfect as they got older, 17, 18, 19, for the SS. They have already been groomed how to think. Himmler dreamed of a military body, a particular type of soldier that could perform grotesque tasks and not be affected by it. Honest to God, this is how frickin' sick some people are. And I believe we're seeing that again. Fortunately, we got a president that's fighting back. Because if he didn't exist, I don't think we'd be existing as a nation anyway. We'd be gone. Who the hell? I'd probably be selling pretzels again or something. Anyway. Anybody ever hear of Cecil Rhodes? The Rhodes Foundation, Oxford University. Well, obviously Cecil Rhodes was a very, 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 did I say very wealthy man? Rhodes' plan for world domination included, according to his confession of faith, the foundation of so great a power as to hereafter render wars impossible. It involved establishing a secret society headed by Sir Alfred Lord Milner. Remember that name. He plays a large part in all of this. After Rhodes' death, and hereafter referred to as the group. That was the Milner Group, the Round Table. And the Rhodes Scholarships, one of which would be held by Bill Clinton. Now, the group, that hurt like hell. I just banged my foot, Jesus God. That hurts. The group's basic objective was to penetrate and control areas of politics, economics, education, and journalism. A key that clock distracts me. A key criterion for anyone being accepted for participation in their plan was that the individual must believe that the first duty of any man is to serve society and state. Some people today believe there is a conspiracy to bring about a one-world government. You think? People were told they were idiots in the 1940s and 50s if they believed there were communists in our government. Oh my God. If Joe McCarthy was alive today, he'd die laughing probably. Let's read this again, okay? Now, while I'm reading this, okay, think of Uncle Bernie. Think of Acacia, I don't have a clue, Cortez, and a number of others. But you know what? The others, I don't think they're communists. I just think they're whores. They're all political whores. You know, give me $1 and I'll do what you want me to do, you know? Like they say, $20 is $20, you know what I mean? People were told they were idiots in the 1940s and 50s if they believed there were communists in our government. That's hysterical. That is really freaking hysterical. So, now we know there's communists in our government, right? So people have been running around a very, very, very long time talking about the idea of a world government. Look, it's no... I don't understand why folks think that's something that isn't, or nobody wants to happen. A lot of people throughout history, Alexander the Great wanted a world government. Rome wanted a world government. Adolf Hitler wanted a world government. Stalin. Could I go on? But now there's even more dangerous people. The reason they're more dangerous is they have a whole lot more money and a whole lot of political influence around the world. Just take a look at that joke in New York, the United Nations. It's still there, you know. I wish it would just go away. Pack their bags and go away. Say, bye, bye United Nations. We never liked you anyway. You know, man, what we could do with that piece of property, huh? Tell you. Built a parking lot. I'd be happy with that, you know. Oh, just open it up to a flea market. That would be great for, I don't know, where the hell is it? Is that in Manhattan? Yeah, I think it is in Manhattan, isn't it? I don't even know. Nor do I really care a whole lot. What I do care about is being free. Being able to think what I want, say what I want, do what I want when I want to do it, like who I want to like, dislike who I want to dislike, and have actual opinions that I can't get arrested for or demonetized. Now it's demonetization. You see, I'm doing this just for ha-has. Personally, I just get a chuckle doing these. It's something that makes me feel like I'm contributing to the revolution. that's here. I don't think it's gonna come. It's here. It's beginning to go hot. You got these nitwits that actually think they could go into the suburbs and cause trouble like they did in the big cities. There's the example of our public school system. I don't know. Hey, look, I'll give them this. If they're doing this because it's something they truly believe in and are willing to die for, God bless them. Really, that would mean they would be a worthy opponent. But if they are just kids on a lark that want to play Che Guevara, but when it starts to get a little tough, are going to go home back to their basement and open up a bag of Doritos and watch the frickin' Flintstones, then, hey, you know. But this is where we're headed, and this is my part. This is what I could do, you know. And either you watch it or you don't. And, you know, I don't even, like, when I upload these, I'll watch it to make sure it's uploaded. But after that, I don't really watch them. So, you know, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting the information out there. That's basically what I'm trying to do, is just throw the information out there, give you facts that you could look up yourself. Look up Cecil Rhodes. Read about Cecil Rhodes. Okay? Look into the Milner Group. Okay? And what that evolved into. Gather this information yourself. Okay? And think, you know, am I the conspiracy nut that probably some of you think I am? Or are you going to say, ooh, guy's got a point? You know, the guy's got a point. Just for ha-has, how many people out there really think Lee Harvey Oswald assassinated the president all by himself? Let's see a raise of hands. Anybody? Alright, we got one guy in Massachusetts, but he's kind of on the fence. It's going to be a long road to Tipperary, folks, and it is disheartening at times. Very, very disheartening at times. I've been reading With the Old Breed by Private Sledgehammer. E.B. Sledge, I believe, is the initials. I get it mixed up. I think it's E.B. Sledge. Excellent. It's been given all kinds of awards of the best commentary by a soldier on what actual battle is like. And he fought in World War II in the Pacific, most bloodiest campaigns. Peleliu and Okinawa, and oh my God, I don't know how these guys did it. I really frickin' don't. I don't have a clue. and to survive and go home and be a productive citizen. The guy got, I think he got his doctorate in biology, and does he teach biology in college or high school? I don't remember. But he lived into his late 70s, wrote this book, which he was extremely hesitant to write due to the nightmares that kept reoccurring during that period. Things he seen and did. And well, if you watch the series The Pacific, it was an HBO series. It was like the brother of Band of Brothers. You had European theater and you got the Pacific theater. Excellent. Watch it. It's you're gonna learn stuff. And one of the things you're gonna learn is you're gonna learn war sucks. Not that that's any secret, right? It's no secret. I think you're going to learn, or at least I hope you do, of the sacrifice that millions of men made. Going back from the revolution to current Afghanistan, I think I don't even know. And a lot of these guys, well, now it's all voluntary, so are there because they believe in something. Listen, I joined the Army to learn a trade. Okay, that was 1974, till end of the Vietnam War. I didn't want to go fight. I really didn't. I mean, grew up on the streets of South Philly, and you know, just wanted to get my GI Bill, learn a trade, get away from some people for a few years, and I had the time of my life. But a lot of guys that were in Vietnam lost their lives, and to talk with some of them that have come back was disheartening. It was depressing. The United States Army was probably at its lowest peak at that time in history. It was completely demoralized. We all acted like we just didn't give a shit. That was just the way to be. I mean, that was just normal. The officers helped out, you know, with the alcohol, with the drugs. It was something to be concerned about, because we did get called when Saigon fell. Fortunately, we didn't have to go, because I mean, I was with guys that like had no freaking clue. Matter myself in a panic. I'm trying to remember how the hell do you use this M16. I'm watching guys literally crap themselves. They were so scared. But we didn't go, and this thing is making noises. I'm going to turn it off. So anyway, but there we go. I'm done, and I hope this one works out well. I hope you learned a little something today. Look up Cecil Rhodes. Look up Milner, the Milner Group. Read a little bit about them. Read a little bit about Horace Mann and the public school system, and see what they're really about. and it's not good. I mean, it's not good. It's just not good. You know how the school system wants to control your kids. That's been made perfectly clear now. And you really don't have a say in much. Well, you don't have a say in the curriculum, period. Period. They don't care. They just... And that's Catholic school, public school. It's school. Just, you know. Anyway, folks, that's that. This is another episode of the Smoky Room. And we will be back. I don't know when. But we will be back, okay? In the meantime, have yourself a great morning, afternoon, or evening, or all the in-between. Alrighty? I'll see you later. Bye-bye.